So how's your day going, James?
It's going pretty good, man. I mean, we just got an extra hour sleep, daylight saving. So, I'm feeling good. It's about like, what, 12 o'clock? Yeah, 12 o'clock. Midday. I'm feeling good. Feeling pretty good. So, yeah.
All right, let's get down to it. Just tell us how it happened.
I guess I'll just start from the beginning. Just regular old day. Just got back from class. I was feeling a little hungry, so I look around in my room, see what I can get, and see some pasta. So, let me just make some tomato sauce pasta. Something a little quick. I go to the kitchen. You want to tell me it was open? I get my pot, pour the water in.
If you put it on this one, it goes faster. What was that? The button.
Is it actually?
That's enough. Put it on the stove. Start let it heat. Put a little salt in. Everybody knows. Just you gotta do it. Makes it go faster. So I did that. Put my pasta in, and then I let it like 5-6 minutes go by until it got a little al dente, a little less. Left, right, this way. You just cross my face. Right here. First you put the water in the bowl. Then you put the noodles in the water. Okay. And then that's what happened. I strained my water, and then. So one way to know if your pasta's cooked is you're gonna throw it at your friend, and if it doesn't stick,
then our friend makes you eat it. The girl on your slimy tongue.
it's not. The strainer I get. I put it back inside the pot, and I looked in the cabinet, and yeah, it was just, I opened the cabinet. I looked at the bottom, top, in the middle. I even took everything out. I was at a loss of words. There was no tomato sauce. I didn't know what to do. I did what any other human would do. So I just went to the store, went to the Rite Aid real quick because I know they got a little bit of stuff. For some reason, there's no sauce. After there, I was like, okay, it's a Rite Aid, so I should have expected that. So I went across the street to Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's organic. Even if it is organic, I'll give it a try. Why not? I mean, I'm fat. I don't really like organic food, but why not? So I went there, and lo and behold, there's some sauce. Like, what the hell? So I tried my luck at Safeway. I go over there.
He's like, yep, I won't get that.
I go to the aisle, the pasta aisle, but no damn tomato sauce. What? What do I have to do? So I go to the last store that we have over here, Save Mart. And at this point, I'm just, where's the damn sauce?
Oh, and that's another thing I want to do again.
Is that how you smell tomato?
I don't think so.
I just need one. One. I usually use like 3 or 4 things, but just give me one. I go there and, bro, there's no sauce. What do I do? So, I was like, bro, you know what? Let me try to make it. I got a couple tomatoes at home. Probably don't need that much to make tomato sauce. So I go on YouTube, I look up how to make basic tomato sauce for your pastas. And first video I seen is the best tomato sauce in the world, no cap, by the ShogFather.
Alright, how the frick you doing, alright? Today we're going to be making something that a lot of you fellas and ladies don't know how to make, alright? We're going to be making the best tomato sauce you ever seen in your dang life, alright? So first, these are the ingredients you're going to need. This right here is a bag of frozen tomatoes that I grew in my backyard, alright? Over the summer. Alright, so you're going to want to use some frozen tomatoes. They weren't all ready at the same time, so I had to freeze them, alright? Number 2, you're going to need some good olive oil, alright? Extra virgin, alright? Number 3, you're going to need some high quality sea salt, preferably the pink stuff. Nobody really knows why it's better, but it just is. Number 4, you're going to need some garlic, some fresh garlic. I wish I could have said I picked this out of the garden, but I didn't. And finally, some fresh basil. Alright, so these are the ingredients. Let's get down to it, alright? Alright, this is the first step, right? You're going to want to open up your gallon bag of frozen tomatoes and you want to bring it over to the stove, alright? Get you a big, nice saucepan just like this. A nice big saucepan with lots of volume, you know, so it can hold all your plump, fresh, luscious tomatoes, alright? You want to turn that on. Turn it on, and then you take your tomatoes and you're gonna dump them in there. All right. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna start to loosen up and soften, and you're gonna we're just gonna let that happen pretty much. I added a little bit of water. I added a little bit of water so that it goes a little bit quicker and it kind of steams them, gets the job done a little bit better at the microscopic level. We're all about science here, so, you know, water. Alright, second thing you're going to want to do, alright, get this stuff out of there. Garlic, okay? Let me tell you what. This ain't no joke, okay? We flip the fedora on backwards to do this. And we're going to take it and you want to peel the skin off. Right, once you have said garlic cloves like this, they're a little bit unwrapped, but they're separated from the main guy. You take it, you take your knife, be careful with this at home, kids. Alright? Let's get at the microscopic molecular level. We're all about science here. Alright? You give it a little smashy dash. Alright? And once you do that, usually you're able to take the skin right off. Just like that. And now you got a nice peeled clove of garlic. Alright? Once you got the stem cut off and you got the skin ripped right off of there, you take it, get close here at the microscopic level here. Alright, and you're going to want to chop it up. Chop it up, alright? This ain't no joke. You got to take your garlic cutting very seriously. Twist it. And chop it up. Alright, once you've done that, you're going to want to do that with pretty much all of the little guys in here. You might be wondering why these cloves are a little bit green, alright? I'll tell you what. When they're green, it means that they're starting to sprout. They wanna make a new garlic plant, all right? And people are always asking me, ShogFather, you ain't ever eaten any green or any vegetables? Well, that's not true. I'll tell you that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is what your pile of garlic should look like. It's not a ton, but it does the job, all right? And by the way, for all you nimwits that don't have sauce at your house and you think you got to go to the store to buy cans of sauce, I mean, what are you doing? You can make sauce here. You should always do this, all right? So that's your garlic. Come on over to the stove. I'm going to show you what the tomatoes are looking like right now, okay? This is what it should look like. It's about 5 minutes after I started them on there. All right, they're starting to soften up. You see that? Yeah, it's softening up. The skin is starting to separate. And they're starting to thaw out. All right, you push them around. You know, you get them all acclimated. They've been sleeping for a while in the freezer, so you want to wake them up nice and gently. You know, we might even put a little salt in there. Put a salt in there to extract the moisture, because that's what salt does. You know, a couple pinches of salt. All right. It's not for seasoning purposes. It's for scientific purposes. We're all about science here. All right. So once your tomatoes are softened and acclimated to each other like this, like so. Alright, we ain't got one of them fancy separate the skin and the seeds from the pulp from the this. We ain't got one of those. We got one of these fancy machines. Alright? So instead of separating it all, we're going to combine it all through the power of blending. Alright? So you're going to take your what's called an immersion blender. And by the way, alright, you're going to ask me in the comments, what kind of tomatoes did you use? We use Roma tomatoes, we use San Marzano tomatoes, and there's a couple beefsteaks in there, so for all you know-it-alls. Alright, you want to take this, it's got a little blade on the bottom, alright, and you want to immerse it in there and blend, alright. So what you're doing is you're blending up all the tomatoes, alright, you're getting them all blended up so that they can all mix together and marry each other. Alright, once they're kind of all broken up and blended, we're just going to go around and blend it all like a whoosh. Alright, we're going to blend it all just like that. Right there. Alright, around the world. Alright, that's the technique I always teach my students right there. Around the world. Body movement. Around the world. Alright, just like this, alright? You want to go with the blender just like this around the world. Then turn it around, alright? Lunar eclipse style. That's what I tell my students. No survivors. You know. And I want you to flip around and I'll show you this. I made some fresh pesto for the cameraman. If you want me to make a video about how to make that, I can do it at a later date. But let me tell you, I'm saving the secrets till then, alright? Alright. Next step. You take a big bowl, something that's going to be able to hold all your tomato sauce. You're going to want to put it somewhere safe. I put mine in the sink. Come over here, turn your stove off. Put your mittens on. You know. Take your sauce, put it in your big bowl or not a pot. Alright? I'm going to show you what, there's a method to this madness. Alright? Throw it in there. Alright, and you're going to want to clean this bowl very nicely. Clean the pot very nicely. And then put it back on the stove. I'll show you why. Alright, once you got your clean pot going, turn that stove on. Grab your nice olive oil. Alright, none of that refined stuff, the real stuff. By the way, for all you nimwits that are going shopping for olive oil, this is what you want to look for. Extra, or it doesn't have to be organic, but extra virgin olive oil. You want to turn it around. Look at the ingredients, and it's just all it should say is extra virgin olive oil. None of that refined stuff, all right? That way, you know you're getting olive oil. Put about, I don't know, that much in there. The pot's still kind of wet, that's why it's doing its thing right there. Take your garlic. You want to add it back in there. Get that going. The house is about to smell like my grandma's house back in Brooklyn, I'll tell you. Oh my gosh. The smell of this, I gotta tell you, man. If you could smell this right now, you'd be saying, hey, I could smell that. Garlic cooks very fast. So as you can see here, they're already kind of getting translucent. The olive oil is getting nice and infused with some garlic in there. You know, you don't want it to burn because it burns very easily. So keep it moving. Keep it moving. All right. There's some little, pieces there that are getting browned. All right, keep it moving. All right. As I say on the streets of New York, I say keep it moving. All right. Keep it moving. All right. Once you're at that point, take your sauce, still steamy, which was in the sink. Give it a little round world action. You want to throw it back in there. Oh. All right, nice and safely. We're all about science here. All right. Give it a nice mix. Let it all come together. Just like that. Now, people are always asking me, alright, people are always asking me, hey, ShogFather, alright, what kind of seasoning do you use for your sauce? Well, I'll tell you what, I keep it simple. Salt, pepper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I never go more than 7 cranks. Never, ever, ever in my life. I've never been to 8. I don't want to know what it's like when you get to 8. A little pinch of salt. Let those flavors meld. Who's at the freaking door? How you doing? Let's go bring them their food. Look, I'm literally cooking a gourmet meal in there, and people are ordering doors.
Whose room is this?
Downstairs. Downstairs, brains. DoorDash.
Yes, well, that's Brent.
Hi, Josh.
Get out of my kitchen, eh? Get out of my... Enjoy your food, huh? Alright. You're going to want to let this go for at least an hour. Alright, at least an hour, because the flavors develop over a long period of time. He's not getting any sauce. It's not going to taste like sauce. Oh, you know what? I did forget one thing. Follow me. Sugar, alright? Now, I didn't used to do this back at home, but I saw a recipe and I decided to keep it, alright? Take a pinch of sugar, sprinkle it in there, alright? That's going to help balance out some acidity and the acidity that the tomatoes have, because they do have a lot of acidity. They're very acidic, a lot of acidity in the tomatoes, alright? We're all about science here, alright? Stir it up. And as I was saying, alright, it's not going to taste like sauce until about an hour goes by, because the sugars have to caramelize inside of the tomato, alright? We're all about science here. And, by the way, this doesn't just have to go on pasta, alright? This can be a base for anything that you're going to use it for, okay? So you could use a tomato sauce, you go on pasta, you could go tomato soup, you could go tomato sauce for pasta, you could do a lot of things. Final ingredient. Final ingredient. You heard it here first, folks. Final ingredient. This right here, fresh basil. I tried growing basil in my backyard this summer, but it was too hot, and it literally just stayed a little sprout for about 3 months. So I don't know what I was doing wrong, but tell you that much. We are going to take 4 leaves, 4 basil leaves, 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's what my wallet looks like. All right, it's like there's 4 $1 bills in there. Take it, throw it in there. Whole, yes, whole. All right, stir it in there, and let me tell you, folks, that's gonna add some amazing flavor. You're not even gonna believe me until you do. I'm gonna taste it. It's not even close to being ready yet, even though all the ingredients are added. Yeah, it's not there yet, but give it 30 minutes and it'll be there. Alright, it takes time for this to really melt together and create the sauce that you're going to use to feed your family and feed your friends and yourself. Very important part. Alright, as you can see there, it's been boiling so it's reduced a little bit. There's not too much moisture, so what we're going to do, give it some more moisture. You're going to add some moisture straight from the tap. You're going to throw it in there. Alright, that's going to buy it more time. Alright, so it doesn't reduce and start burning. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. We're going to taste the final product. I mean, that makes me mad. I mean, that really just makes me angry. You know, people are buying canned sauce when you can literally have the best thing right here at home for a fraction of the price. Takes a little bit more time, but it's worth it, let me tell you. Get out there in your garden, plant some tomatoes, get in your kitchen, cook your sauce, cook your food, and I promise you, you'll not have it any other way, alright? I'll see you in the next video. ShogFather out.